Wow, we made it. Here we are in Tuktoyaktuk. This is just great. There's Tuktoyaktuk from the air. I flew my drone out over the Arctic Ocean and focused back on Tuktoyaktuk. That's the city. Wow. Now to get here we had to take 2 ferries across the Mackenzie River. This is the first ferry we're getting on right now. And wow. 6 years ago when I did this crossing, they noticed that I had a flat tire. My tire was low, so they pumped it up a bit for me. Then I went in town and I bought a patching kit and I had to plug 3 tires on that road trip. We've just had to plug one this morning, actually. But it's only one, so that's not so bad. We're coming in for a landing here. Now watch how this works. They come right ashore, drop the platform, and they get you off there just as quick as possible. Watch. Wow.
Continue on Mackenzie
away
River
we go
crossing.
now for the second ferry. There's like 20 kilometers between the ferries or something. I don't exactly remember. This time they're putting us over on the left side of the ferry.
Continue straight for 1 hour and 45 minutes to Highway 8.
I always think the van is longer in the front than it is. They're always telling me, come further forward, come further forward. This fella gets off first and we're next. Now we're blasting down the Dempster again. This road is bone-shattering. Just now I found out that my one gas tank strap was broken, and fortunately the maintenance guy from the park here let me have a cable strap so I could jack the tank up until I get it into town. Here we're coming into Inuvik now. Been here. And there's the Igloo Church right there on the right-hand side. Here we are at the store. We got some groceries here, and we're headed out of town again. We don't let any grass grow under our feet, that's for sure. What a bumpy road. Now this road is really bumpy, and in some places it's really harsh. They've had some washouts and problems you'll see along here. But the van is just shaking like mad. I'm doing my best to avoid the potholes. The worst thing is washboard roads, which really seem to shake the van up. I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to avoid any of the washboards here. But wow, I'm so glad I noticed the gas tank was loose. Look at the scenery we're getting here. I mean, it's worth it. This drive is tough and it's hard on vehicles, but you just won't see scenery like this anywhere else. If you stick around to the end of the video, you'll see some great drone footage, and you're going to see some great shots of the wildlife along the road. And Tuktoyaktuk, well, I shot some good videos of Tuk from the air, from the ocean, out over the ocean and inside. Now, there's a little warning sign about workers and everything here, and rough roads. I took some pictures to show how rough the roads are. Filling up the water truck here. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. That's a lot deeper. Look at there, man. I have to really go slow through those. For some reason, anything I hit with my left front wheel, a pothole, really shakes my teeth loose. Look at that. I mean, wow. I just have no idea how that would even happen. Now, here's a worker here at the side of the road. We're watching out. He's having us to slow down a bit because they probably have a grader or something. I don't exactly remember what's up ahead here. Yeah, it's a road grader. They're trying to smooth out the road as best they can. It's a constant task because the gravel gets washed off by the water, and then they're trying to push it back on the road, and you've got trucks going through here at really high speeds, and that's what makes the washboard as far as I know. But we're doing our best. Taking it as slow as I can go. And until I get the gas tank fully fixed, I'm only going to put like half a tank of gas in, but I'll be going to Dawson City tomorrow and get some things to work on that. I might have to order some parts in from Rock Auto. Wow, look at these big machines here. I mean, these guys are doing their best to keep the road up, but it's an insurmountable task. See a lot of the cats out here, Caterpillar tractors and everything. There's the grader. Now we're going to give him a nice wide berth, because he's doing a good job for us. He's making it safer. Now it's just like the prairies as far as that goes. Mary was commenting that the tundra around here is like the barrens in Newfoundland, and it really is. It's very similar to a lot of the barren grounds in Newfoundland when you're driving down the highway there. Just seems to go on and on and on forever, bumping up and down. I mean, right before a bridge, you gotta watch out, because for some reason it's really, see the camera shaking? It's really, really washboard right before. I'm thinking maybe the truck's slowing down quickly there might do it. Here I'm stopping to get some pictures. Look at that ptarmigan. Wow. The wildlife was just incredible. There's two foxes. I mean, how often do you see that? I've never seen two foxes together. And what a beautiful fox. My grandsons think that he's an AI fox, but this is not. This is not CGI. This is the real thing. Wow. Ponds on each side of the road here sometimes. You see the road winds along because there's inlets and everything here, so you can see the rough road. It's really, really brutal. The dash cam is bouncing around all over the place. We've got a GoPro in the front of the van recording everything, and there's great big campers out here from Germany they bring across here, these enormous campers. Now look at this. See how the road is all totally gone on the right hand side, washed right out. If you go over there, you're going to be needing a tow out of there for sure. Watch here, right before the bridge, really super rough again, and on the other side of the bridge a lot of washboard again. It's really hard driving, and I'm putting all my concentration into it. When I get the least bit tired, I just stop and go to sleep. I don't care what time it is. I'll pull off the road in a safe spot and sleep for an hour, 40 minutes, 2 hours, whatever it takes. You don't want to be tired out here. Look at that hole in the road. Now I stopped and took pictures of this to see what happens. Look how deep that is. There's a culvert under the road and the pipes come apart and the water just washes away all the dirt. I mean, that goes down way, way deep. They mark them very well. That's a good thing. But here you see a lot more washboards and bumpy roads, and it's really, really rough. And the dirt coming up, a lot of dust from vehicles in front of you. This is not bad. Wow, look at this. I'm really loving this. Pull up here and have a look around. There's a lot of culture here and a lot of interesting things. So here we are, we're in Tuktoyaktuk. Look at that Dempster mud all over the van. That's expensive mud to get on your van, let me tell you. Wow. I'm really happy that I got here. First time we came up here, you could only go to Inuvik, and it would have cost $600 or $800 for a flight to Tuk, and I didn't want to go. Mary said I could go by myself, but there's no way I wanted to do that. And now we're getting up here anyway again. I'm just so happy that we're getting here. Look at this road, man, oh man, it's super bumpy and muddy, and now you see big tanks of fuel on the right-hand side here. I imagine most of the electricity here is from a generator or generating station, something like that. There's a big camper ahead of us there. Wow, the buildings are unique. I think it's totally, you definitely know you're somewhere else. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. When I was on Saint Pierre, an island off the coast of Newfoundland, there were some really interesting buildings. Here's some history here. Here's some of the locals buried there. And there's the Arctic Ocean. Look at that. That's our picnic table where we're parked up. And I'm going to have a picnic, that's for sure. Look at that Dempster mud, wowee. Constant battle. Some local scenery here, some of the fishing boats and things. I'm really glad that I'm here. I can't believe it. When you see the drone footage, you see how unique it really is. Really super. This boat here, I don't know, there's a big patch on the side of it there. And look at the name, Beaufort Drive. Wow. And here we are, I'm flying my drone. Flying it out, headed out over the Arctic Ocean. Look at that. Now I'm bringing it back in so we can see the city. There's the ocean. Still shot of the ocean and little waves on the Arctic Ocean here. Taking a little 360. There's Tuk. This is it. This is what it's all about. There's our van on the bottom, the white van with the green square on the top of it. And there's that old boat across from us. Everybody's parked up here along the ocean. And you know that everybody that's here braved those roads to get up here as well. I'm going to back off here a little bit and have a look at the whole place. It's just unbelievable. Did you see that bird fly by right in front of my drone? That's frightening. I bet they wonder what the heck that drone is making that funny noise up in their air. Well, it was quite a harrowing trip to get here. A lot of driving. I had to plug a tire. I had a brake line go. We had to get that fixed. Now I'm going to have to get some straps for the gas tank. Probably order those in from Rock Auto. Oh, I'm so happy with this picture. It makes it all worthwhile. Not only that, but if you stick through to the end, you're going to see some amazing wildlife photography. Now I'm zooming in over the city, flying in from the Arctic Ocean, flying over Tuktoyaktuk. I never thought I'd be able to say that. I never did. I can't believe it. There we are on the shore of the Arctic Ocean, covered in Dempster mud. My ever-present coffee pot is there. Miss Kitty has just taken a nap. She doesn't care where we are. She has a good time and meets people. There's that old boat just behind our van. Some amazing artwork here. Wow. It's really cool. There's a couple of caribou hides nailed on the shed. And then, wow. Look at that. It's sunrise. I woke up in the morning and I made coffee. The sun was up. I thought it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And when the coffee was ready, I looked at my phone and it said 2 a.m. So it was 2 a.m. in the morning when we headed out. Here's a guy bathing in the Arctic Ocean. He's timing himself, doing a selfie. So it's so early in the morning and I'm headed out. It's just fabulous here. The sunrise, there's no way I would have been there for the sunrise if I knew it was 2 o'clock. I would have stayed in. But the great thing about it, because it was like 2 in the morning, the road was empty. We didn't see a single car all the way from Tuk all the way to Inuvik. No cars at all. But I did see some great wildlife, stuff that we would not have seen otherwise. It's just fabulous. Look at that sky. Wow. Unbelievable buildings. There's the road. We're headed out of town now. sky's kind of quieted down a bit. It's not as pretty as it was. But wowee, it's really neat to be here. Like I said, the buildings, they remind me, between Newfoundland and Saint Pierre, they're definitely a flavor of their own, these buildings. Look at that, wow. The sun on the side of those buildings and the blue sky and everything, wow. What a morning it was. Such a fabulous day. I can't believe it. Everything just worked out perfectly for us. Well, aside from the breakdowns on the van, but that happens no matter what. Here we're going, look at this. It seems almost like a causeway or something to me, but I guess it isn't. It's just that we're running along the ocean here. And there's the road ahead of us beckoning. Beautiful sky and lovely color in the clouds. A few bugs splattered on the windshield. We don't seem to be able to do anything about that. Wow. I'm really enjoying this drive. It's just fabulous. Never know what you're going to see. Look at those skies. I mean, wow. The sky is so pure and clean. Big sky. And it's almost like the prairies flat. Look at how flat that is. Doing a little bit of a panorama around here to look at the clouds. It's just fabulous. I always say when you're taking a picture, turn around and look behind you. You never know what's over your shoulder. You don't want to miss anything. Wow. I've definitely got van hair. Been living in the van for weeks and weeks. I don't even know how long. But it's just been great. And I want to make the most out of this trip for sure. I don't imagine I'll ever get up to Tuktoyaktuk again. If I do, I don't think I'd drive. I think I'd want to be chauffeured up here by somebody that doesn't mind driving over these roads. But you never know. I might just do mods on the van, and then I might be able to do it again a little easier. I think I want something higher up off the road. Look at this wildlife. My goodness, what a beautiful bird. And in the early sun, if I hadn't gotten up at 2 by mistake and made coffee and got on the road, I would not have seen these birds. No way would I have seen these. Unbelievable. Just amazing. Look, there's a mother with 2 chicks. It's, oh man. I'm so delighted I came up here. It's been quite a trip. Look at the grass and the colors and everything in the background. I mean, wow. I highly recommend the trip up to Tuktoyaktuk, driving the Dempster Highway. Just remember, you might lose your vehicle and have to take a bus home or something, but if you don't take a chance. Here we are, back in Inuvik. There's the church up ahead of us, the Igloo Church. It's a great little city. There's some kind of a thing going on here. I didn't check it out. There's a play you could watch. And now, if you take 2 ferries to get here, you got to take 2 ferries to get back. And this is the first one of the 2. So we're getting on there. Fond farewell to Tuktoyaktuk. There's my fox. What a beauty. One of the best shots of our trip. Thanks for visiting us in Tuktoyaktuk.